Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Man of Thought, aka the Villain of Truth, aka the Black Panther of Nigeria. Hope you all are having a great day. Happy weekend to everyone. This morning, I would only speak about a few subjects for the moment, and then hoping that some of you would listen to it, and then you can apply it to your life and move forward. I want to talk about loneliness. And because whenever it comes to the time of weekends, I always intend to talk about the reality that sets in people's life, most times in the weekend. First of all, some people's intention in life is only what has been formed by the ideology of other people. And there's a reality that we all are. There are a lot of factors that are applicable to our existence as humans. And so, but in the journey of life, everyone experiences one challenge or the other. And so, I want to talk about one of the challenges that we face in today's modern world, which is how to deal with loneliness in this great age or in this great time that we live in. First of all, I believe a lot of us have the idea of what loneliness means. And it is important for us to note that at every point or at some point in a lot of us life, in our existence, we feel lonely inside ourselves. Anyone who does not have moment of loneliness in their life does not really have a moment of reflection. Anyone who does not understand the importance of loneliness does not also understand the journey of their life. It means they are just a follower. But why loneliness is good for us to be able to use as a means to reflect on our life and to move towards the direction that we want to go, it also has its deadly side and its evil side. And when we become so lonely for a while, it takes a toll on our life. It takes a toll on everything we touch. It takes a toll on our perception in life. And it creates a thought, and that thought can be so negative that we can start getting depressed, and we would not find life to be exciting when we stay and we are bored for a while and we are experiencing loneliness in our life. So, as important as loneliness can be, loneliness also has its negative side. And some people try to distract themselves whenever they realize they are lonely, simply because those who are not familiar with loneliness always want an escape route. They always want to find something that would distract them. And that is the reason why they choose not to experience loneliness. But regardless of how we try to avoid loneliness, it always showcase. I always say this. Even if you have 10 children, even if you have 20 children, you cannot, it is inevitable that you would experience loneliness. At some point in your life, loneliness would have to show itself. No matter how you find yourself in a sweet relationship or in a romantic relationship, at some point you will feel loneliness. No matter how busy you try to work, you might distract yourself with a lot of things, but the reality is at some point you experience loneliness. The only question is, when you experience it, what do you bring out of the situation of what you experience? What are your lessons and what are the benefits you make out of such experience of feeling lonely? And how do you decide to handle the situations of your life whenever you are confronted with loneliness? Some people, by the weekend, try not to feel loneliness. And the moment it's weekend, some people will go back to work or find something to keep them busy. Some people will get busy because they need more money and they want to be able to survive and they have a plan for their life. Some people will decide to go to the party, club, and other places to go jubilate, to dance, to celebrate. And all these things can be good, but loneliness, like I say earlier, it's something that would help us to be able to navigate our life to a greater direction if we know how to use it in the right way. If we do not know how to use it in the right way, rather for it to be a blessing, it would be a curse. And most times, when a lot of people experience loneliness, they are not running from anything, but they are absolutely running away from themselves. And they feel that they are so horrible within themselves that they cannot confront themselves with the truth. The reason, I repeat, why people run away from loneliness is basically because they are not familiar with telling themselves the truth. And so, because they lie so much to themselves, whenever they become lonely, the truth begins to reveal itself in their life, and they don't want to admit the truth of their life, that they've been living a life that is filled with lies, that the direction of their life is not going well, that the choices they are making are poor choices, and their consciousness is traumatizing and disturbing them, that you have to look inward and you have to make a change within yourself. And these are the benefits of what loneliness can do. But a lot of people cannot withstand loneliness simply because it shows them exactly who they are and they do not want to see it. The difference between being lonely and looking at the mirror is basically that in looking at the mirror, it is the third dimension you use in viewing things. But in loneliness, you are using your your third eye or your sixth sense to see yourself and your life, your choices, everything you have done in the past that are negative and are positive, everything begins to play in front of you. And then you would see that most choices that you have been making in your life has always been poor choices. So you'll be finding a way to to run out of that situation of confronting yourself, to tell yourself that truth, to accept that truth. And because if you accept the truth, you have to start doing the work to correct yourself, to repent of the things that you have actually done in the past that you feel guilty of, or the things that you have done that has hurt other people, or the things that you have to do to make your life a better life. And rather, you have made choice to put the blame of every of you thing or everything that has gone on in your life. You love to put the blame on somebody else. But reflection and loneliness itself forces you to reflect. And so when you are confronted with loneliness, what you have to do is to understand that it is an opportunity for you to look into your life. It is an opportunity for you to admit. It is an opportunity for you to change the direction of your step or the direction of your life, or for you to be able to to face something that is going to be more fruitful to your life, because humans know the right direction and the right things to do, but the right things to do are just so very difficult that they rather choose to do what is wrong simply because what is wrong is very easy for people to do. For us not to hold ourselves accountable, it is more easier than for us to hold ourselves accountable. And so I want you to understand this, that those choices you are making at the moment, saying that, oh, today tends to be Saturday, I just want to forcefully go to work, I just want to forcefully go and interact, I just want to forcefully go to the community, I just have to distract myself. You need to take your time and ask yourself, are you running away from yourself, or is it because you actually have a duty? Sometimes we lie to ourselves and we feel make it seems like the duty of what we actually want to do is more important than the loneliness that is going to make us reflect on our choices and our life. So when you are lonely, when you experience loneliness in weekends like this, it is an opportunity for you to ask yourself, what do you want in life? What do you really want in life? Not based off what the society asks you to like, not based off the society expectation, not based off anything. What direction would you want your life to go that would truly make you fulfilled or happy in life, that does not necessarily need the accolade of the society for other people to clap for your success, but that you feel fulfilled within yourself? If you can't ask yourself those questions and come to such conclusion in your life, you would only live a life that is meant for somebody else, and your life will be abandoned, and you are going to exist for a very long time on life in on earth, but you are living the life of another person. Too many of us in life today, we make a statement and we say that it is my life, it is my life. But at the end of the day, most of our life is is a photocopy of somebody else's life. We photocopy our life to look like somebody's life, and we think that is our life. It is not our life. For you to live your life, you need to understand the history of your life. You need to understand the foundation of where you come from. You need to understand that your story is attached to the story of another person. And the story, where your story begins, it comes from the story of your parents and your grandparents and your great grandparents. Now, you may not understand them, you may have not seen them with your two naked eyes, but the reality is that you can trace it and you can see that there's an importance of why we are all here. When I came through my father and my parents, there's an importance why I came through them. There's a story. Life is about we telling a story. But the problem is this: a lot of us are telling the stories of other people rather than telling our own story. And when we are telling people our own story, now it's like, can we even differentiate a real movie from the fake movie? Because everyone wants to tell a story like, I came from a negative side, I came from a bad side, life is so hard and life was difficult, and now I've been able to make it in one way, or life is difficult for me. And I used to tell people this: I am not interested in telling the stories of other people. My bad experiences were past. I'm not living those bad experiences now. And I would not pretend to people to tell you that my life is hard at the moment, because my life is not hard, because I'm in a state of mind of appreciation. And in the state of mind of appreciation, I understand that in this state of mind, whatever happened, I have learned to be grateful. I've learned gratitude. And in the act of gratitude, I cannot see hardship. I can only see prosperity and blessing. And so, the importance of loneliness is that it teaches you, it enhances you to become a better version of yourself, which means you have to correct not just the things, the struggles that are going on internally, but you extend how you begin to communicate with life, or what will be your perception, or what will be your steps towards life. And so, these are the importance of what loneliness does to us. So I will continue this conversation later today, because I have few places I would head to. Continue this conversation in the evening, and we will speak on it to a certain degree. We will dive a little bit deeper into the idea of loneliness and how we can handle it and become a better version of ourselves. I hope this little one that I've been able to touch on, I hope it is helpful. Um, and if it is not, please just pardon me. Later today's evening, we'll be having a subject, and we'll dive deeper into the world of loneliness, into how to deal with loneliness. And hopefully, you join me at around 8 p.m. African time, and we'll be able to have great conversations. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like and share. Hope to see you later today. Have a great day. Adios, amigos. Bye bye for now.